this is just a video showing you how you can customize or personalize the videos that I've made for yourself, and I think that helps with empathy, whatever. And you can add them to the app, which I hope you've downloaded, and you can add them in your customize section, or just simply just email them to your patients. That's how I started, with just emailing my patients YouTube videos that I thought would be useful. So yeah, and as before, if you have a problem, get back to me. And I've tried to make it quite simple, and you're all varying ability. So for some of you it'll be a bit dull, and for some of you probably need a bit more. So like I say, get back in touch. So I was trying to work out how to do it myself, and I was struggling a bit. And of course, what you should do with anything is go to YouTube. And then I found out that the easiest way to do it is the way that I've done most of the videos more recently, when I've been trying to make a webinar. So I'll mention that at the end. Anyway, so look up most stuff via Google. So nearly everything I've learned more recently has been via this chap for free. And it's I've used Pages, I've used iMovie, which I'll show you how to use now, and it just shows you how to use all different types of software, like Keynote if you're going to do a presentation, and the guy is just brilliant. I'm not trying to copy him, I'm just trying to give you a hand. So go to Applications via your Finder and locate QuickTime, and simply open it by pressing it, and then go to New Screen Recording, as you can see, and it'll open up a box, and you just move the box around, open and expand it and decrease it as you would for any window, and move it around the appropriate video on YouTube. So go to YouTube and download Teeth for Life, look amongst the playlists and decide which video you want to copy, and then move the window around so it only covers the screen, not like I've done here. You'll get a little box at the bottom for player, and you press record. Make sure it says record part of the screen, and on my computer to stop it, there's a button at the top that suddenly appears in the top menu. And so for further advice, then I just look it up on YouTube. So once recorded, it'll appear on your desktop like that, and so you then need to import it into the Mac iMovie. So like before, you go to the Applications folder, and this time select iMovie and open it up, and it may it'll look like this. And so on mine at the moment it looks like this. So I just open up the Create New box, and then you start to drag in or import the video that you took. So to personalize it further, you can import your own video. It could be something you've taken on your iPhone, or just import a picture of yourself or some picture that you like that's personal to you, and it'll make the make the video more personal to your patients. You can manipulate the videos, or the pictures rather. I'll show you in a moment. As before, that's how you adjust the size of them. So here, when you've clicked onto where you've got the yellow border, that means that portion's active. And so at the top there is certain, the blue one is how you can crop the image or put on a different effect, which is called a Ken Burns effect. So you can play around with that, and all these things, just play around with them and see how it works for you. The next bit, I think, just showing you how you can add a title. There are lots of different titles to play around with, and you can see the box is active because it's yellow. So the next bit here is with the volume. You shouldn't have any volume on this video. When you record anything from YouTube, I just knock the video off anyway. But there you can see that's how you kind of grab hold of the video if it did have any sound. The best thing, I think, is just to go back and kick off the sound before you recorded the video from YouTube. And so then it just plays along, as you can see here. So the white line that you can see moving across, so that's gone to yellow, so that you're at the front of the video there, and that's where you want to be. That's how you record with the microphone, and you get a little bleep signal, and then your voice appears, as you can see there. So you can say what you want, whatever picture you've got there and just personalise it a bit about you, and then you can start talking about whatever video you've downloaded. If it's one of mine, then fine. Just be careful if it's someone else's. You have to get their permission. But the idea is to engage the patient with your voice, personalise it, and hopefully it'll get the message across. So these videos you would add to your own personal profile. The other videos within the app are clearly my opinion, and if I'm not with the general consensus, I'm happy to change them. Just give me some feedback. You can add some background audio. Mine's really irritating. You'll see it there. Yeah, it's simple. But you can choose whatever you want. So you just get hold of it and drag it down. And you adjust it in the same way as the others. So like I said before, you can adjust the sound level. And you can move your sound around yourself. So I tend to have obviously my volume higher for myself. I haven't added any background noise for this one, but just play around with it and see what you like. If you're not happy with what you said, then you can always cut it. You can either cut it or drag it. As I said, if you look at some of the videos, it'll explain it far better. And there you can see the buttons again where I've decided to say something different. You can't quite say what I'm adding to the video, but that's how you do it. You just drag and drop, and you can cut just like most other things. So at the end, you forward it. If you've got a YouTube channel, you put it there. More likely you've got Facebook, but generally I always put it onto my desktop. You can put a title to it, and then you're able to add it to the app. So if you struggle, either go on YouTube or the online help on your computer, and there are a variety of places where you can adjust the sound. So you go into System Preferences, Sound, and that's where you'll find your microphone. So you may want to play around with that a little bit. So I hope you found this useful, and as you're on YouTube, please subscribe. It'll help the public find us.